ourselves as well, for the work we do for ourselves as well, basically. So moving forward, we're going to have the full story of, well, a representation of the full story of the FBA. It is individuals like the next person I'm going to bring up who, when it's tough, or when it was tough, it's individuals like these who bear testimony to the fact that it's worth it. The full circle of the story from high school to varsity to graduate within the circle of the FBA. So I'm going to bring up leadership of note, leadership of accord, the highest leadership of our time, and the next to give a testimony as an FBA graduate. So let's give a welcome to Mpho Khwadi.
Okay. Yeah. So my name is Mpho Khwadi. I hope all of you can hear me. Okay. I have been part of the FBA for 5 years now, and my first recruitment was when I was in high school in my matric, I think. Like many of our previous leaders that came here, I was kind of skeptical at first, and obviously, when they came, there was only 4 or 5 of them. There was my check over there, Molen, Gama, Mdu, and what? Who's the other girl? Tiwato, yes, thank you so much. And from those 5 people, it didn't take much for them to persuade me and change my perspective of what it really means to be educated, or to be in a space full of academics and other aspects of life in general, And so I remember Mdu's speech clearly, because he had things to say, He said, because I grew up with Mdu, and unfortunately he's not here. I would have loved for you guys to meet him. But I grew up with Mdu, and I've seen what kind of person he was, and all types of things. And for him to elevate and alleviate to different kind of aspects in life, to move from where we came from to the person he transcended to be, that change for me was just brilliant, and it was awe-inspiring, And, I followed his path. I knew he was the man I needed to follow. And from there onwards, my perspective changed. And I worked extremely hard, and I passed my matric, and I came here. And the good thing was that I was never alone. I've never been alone in this journey. The FBA, Molen, has been by my side for all these years I've been here, and I've graduated thanks to the support they've given me, and it's been awe-inspiring, and for me as a FBA member, it was my duty to give back. It was the only way I could repay back what they've done for me. Yesterday I went to watch Black Panther. Yeah, and it's really, I didn't get the chance to watch it, unfortunately, because the ticket sold out, which was really annoying. Because I went there for nothing. But I found out the cinema is full even at 11:30. which was not fun because I went there for nothing. So I decided to go to Rocco Mama's instead and sit there. But that's that's not the point. The point is, I'm a huge superhero fan, and I always go and watch movies like these, Spider-Man and whatsoever, and they never get full most of the time. But yesterday something different happened. Black Panther was full, right? And Black Panther is a revolution for all black people. This was something new. I should have seen it coming, right? But everybody, everybody is talking about Black Panther. Everybody wants to see Black Panther, and I feel like we as black people, we have that ability to bring upon a revolution to our society. And for me, FBA is Black Panther to me. It is. It's a movement. This is a revolution. What they've started right here, it cannot be topped. This is the ultimate form of black consciousness. This is the ultimate form of black movement right here. In the history books, people will be talking about FBA as their Black Panther. And for that, I'm very, very grateful for you guys to be here. And there's nothing more to say, but let's move forward. Thank you so much.
Wow, leadership. Levels. Yeah. I'd like to bring in another hashtag United in Excellence. As we do the things on Facebook, you can include that hashtag. And then I would also like to welcome Kate Galichan, who will be giving us a mentorship briefing. And in that note, I would also like to say hashtag mentor mentee meet and greet. Okay, so let's go on Facebook and do the thing. Yeah.
Dimela, Sanvanani, Dumacheron, is it? Abushane. My name is Kate Ngalichana. I am the FBA Head of Mentorship, and I am quickly going to speak about mentorship. Well, everybody has been speaking about mentorship. I do not know about you guys, but then I am motivated to do more. It was amazing. Like, everybody has said everything. Like, okay. So I also came in contact with mentorship as a mentee as well as a mentor. I came across FBA when I was in grade 11 in 2013. They came to FS. They spoke to us, telling us about career guidance, but obviously we're in grade 11, so it really didn't mean much. They came back again in grade 12 several times throughout the year. They brought prospectus, they brought application forms. Back then you had to apply by paper. They gave the application forms to us. We took them home, we applied, we filled them in, we took them back to school. They came back, took the application forms and brought them here. And that was a massive connection, especially for me, because I did not even know that Wits was in Gauteng, honestly. Honestly. So they were an amazing connection for me, because it was just like, okay, there's a paper in school, you just fill it in, and then suddenly you start receiving SMSs that you have applied to 1, 2, 3, 4. It was really amazing. Okay, and then, so basically all we had to do was pass, and that we could do. And then we passed, got accepted to Wits. They came back again when we were receiving our results, and Pomolen wanted to find out who was going, wanted to allocate us somebody who's going to help us through. And they did allocate me someone who held my hand throughout my first year. And I did not know how to thank them other than just be a mentor myself. So in second year, I became a mentor, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot in the classroom. I learned a lot outside the classroom through FBA. 3 years ago, I wouldn't be standing in front of so many people giving a speech, but then here I am through FBA. I learned to lead. I learned the true meaning of leading, which is to serve and serve wholeheartedly. I learned to brush shoulders with postgrad students as a first year and associate with them as though we are on the same level. That's how humble FBA is. There is no, I'm this, I'm third year. Like you as first year, you will come to realize that our courses and what we have accomplished here don't even matter. It's the humanity. It's the spirit of Boto that we get here that really pushes FBA forward. Okay, so in terms of mentorship, a mentor is a close, trusted, and experienced counselor, guide, teacher, tutor, or coach. So basically, it is not limited to academics. It is someone that will hold your hand and go through life with you. We have a list here of people that sent me their names, who are willing to be mentors, who are willing to be mentees. It's not too late. I'm going to send the list through. If your name is not here, you can fill it in, and in whichever block that you are in. So on the right, it's mentees, it's the first years, and then on the left, it's the mentors. So if you want to be a mentor, you'll fill your name right this side, and then if you want to be a mentee, you'll fill your name this side, and then I will continue allocating so that by the end of the month, everybody has someone who's going to take them through this year, because it is important that we start early. As we all know, time lost can never be regained. So I'm quickly going to tell you of the responsibilities of a mentee. We are going to have a training session, but then let me just go through this first, and we can know what is expected of us. So as a mentee, you are the driver of the relationship. The mentor is not supposed to come to you and keep asking you if you are still doing okay. You are supposed to reach out and tell them where exactly your problem is. Like we said, it's not restricted to the classroom. As some of you will realize, your mentors are not even doing the same course as you. We try to match according to course, but then some don't. That is not a mistake. It's because mentorship is way broader than academics. It's everything. So you are supposed to reach out to them. You are supposed to set plans and work towards action. Make sure you get help from them. Take full advantage to learn. These are experienced people who have went through what you are going through, maybe more. Take full advantage of that and ask as many questions as you can have. Be inquisitive. Find out everything. And finally, expose yourself to diverse perspectives and experience. If your mentor is into leadership, into entrepreneurship, and so on, expose yourself to such so that you learn other skills that are going to carry you forward through your career. Because we are not just, if we are here for the degree, but then it will be unfortunate if you live here with just a degree. The role of a mentor, you guys are the coaches, the advisors. Set aside time in your busy schedules. Give them your shoulder, walk them through, share your experiences. And you never know how how helpful your solution to a certain problem might be to them. Share your experiences, what you did, what not to do, what to avoid. And you are a source of encouragement. You are basically their cheerleaders. If you are there, they bring forward something to you and you are just like, oh no, I never did that. So no, like it's gonna discourage them. Show them support, show them that you are in the right path. Follow this, do that. You are their resource person. Expand their network, expand their skills, expose them. If you do know that you are not good with leadership skills, for example, but Thapelo is, connect them so that they get more from this experience that you wish you had received. And be the devil's advocate, help them think through. Don't just give them solutions. Help them push through solutions themselves. Guide them, but then don't do the work for them. They are here to learn. Give them the opportunity to learn. And finally, just give back. I like what they said here, be the mentor that you wish you had. Tell them the things that you wish you had been told. So from both mentor and mentees, we expect to accomplish at the end of this professional and personal relationships in the most acceptable manner, of course. Let's meet in public. Most of you are the same gender, but then some of you will be placed across gender due to not having maybe people doing that faculty and so on. So let's be professional. Mentees, they do not owe you anything. Approach them with respect and gratitude because they are taking their time out of their very busy schedules to help you guys. So as much as you should take advantage of that, respect it. And mentors, they are here to learn from you. You do not need to brag. They already know that you're above them. So let's treat each other with respect as we represent FBA. Let's be committed. Let's not have a person having mentor this block and then next block there's no mentor. Let's start and finish together. Let's be understanding and let's learn to know. That is, let's master learning tools outside the classroom. And yeah, mentoring should come as a second nature to all of you because you are leaders, you are FBA. If you are FBA, you are a mentor, one way or another. So, like all the testimonies have said, lighting up another person's candle does not make yours any less brighter. So, help them up. Let's hold each other's hand, climb the ladder of economy, climb the ladder of knowledge in Africa. Let's make Africa a great place to be because success of one person is really not that big, but then success of a collective is an amazing thing. So let's carry each other up and yeah. So I will send the list through. If your name is not here, please add it, and then if it is, we have name tags. So at the end of this, we are going to separate you mentees into faculties. There you will find your mentors. Look for the name, meet them, exchange contacts. Some are already here, and make plans to start working. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kate. Now I would like to welcome Oliver. And from what Kate was saying, I just picked up that in learning, you teach, and in teaching, you learn. So we thank you very much. Oliver will be here to speak as a mentor. He'll be giving a testimony as a mentor. We've had mentees speaking about their mentors. Now it's the other way around. So, Oliver Rapulane, can you please come?
Good day, everyone. As I've been introduced, I am Oliver Rapulana. I am the Chief Communication Officer of this institution, and I'm also a proud and a committed member of this institution. Before I go into the testimony, I'd like to share just a story about FBA. I'm a graduate at this institution, by the way. I'm currently a graduate trainee at a certain bank. I don't want to mention its name. But what I'd like to mention about FBA and how it helped me through my recruitment process in the bank is that they mentioned stuff about, and we all have that tendency or that mentality of when we come into varsity or elsewhere, tertiary institutions, it's just academics and nothing else. But I really want to confess that when I went to the last stage of the recruitment process, I really met brilliant people, like brilliant as in academically. And I thought, I'm not going to come out with this position here. But one thing that I think I did right was when we were told to prepare a 10 minutes presentation on where you want to be in the next 5 years. And one of those things, people were mentioning they want to go into masters, they want to go PhD and elsewhere. But I happened to mention everything that has to do with FBA. And getting the email that I got the opportunity to be their trainee, in my mind, in my heart, I knew that by me mentioning that I want to be mentioning FBA in my 5-year plan really played a role in me getting the position. So FBA will be my home. I didn't start as early as you may have started. I joined along the way, although I was approached when it started. I was just reluctant to join up before, when it started. As I stand here, I happen to be one of the best rated mentors in FBA. And my mentee has spoken earlier on Confidence Mashego, and I had another mentee, I think she's absent today, Salma. I never got an opportunity to have a mentor myself as I grew up, or when I transitioned from high school into a tertiary institution, being VETS. So I just had people who I looked up to, but they were not necessarily my mentors per se. Having an opportunity to be a mentor was a life-changing journey because I didn't have a background or an experience in being a mentor. But like they mentioned, what I did, I never performed any magic to be rated as a best mentor. I never did that. But what I think I did well is that I became a mentor that I wish I had, because I never had one myself. So like they always mention that be a mentor you wish you had, I became a mentor I wish I had, because I never had one myself. But I'd also like to actually extend or just provide my suggestion or recommendations to those who will be taking over as mentors from now going forward. You must realize that, yes, tertiary institutions are for education or academics, but that's not only the thing that they are here for. We have parties, we have various social events, and for those reasons, your mentee may be dealing with a personal problem or whatever personal issue. You need to be there for them. You can't necessarily only be there for them when they need help academically. You need to be an all-rounder. In cricket, we have an all-rounder. They are bowlers, they are batters at the same time. So you need to be there for them during the times of their need in academics and socially as well. So I encourage all of you, our mentors for this year, to actually play a vital role in both their personal and their academics lives. Remember, if their personal life suffers, the academics also suffer. So you need to be there for them in both ways. Otherwise, they all will suffer. So they'll come out of vet senior because their personal life suffered, and they'll go home without a degree because the academics suffered as well. So you need to be there for them in both ways. So that's actually what I would say is it might not necessarily be a testimonial because I'm just providing sort of pointers on what mentors should do. And again, I think in the building, Kate mentioned that perhaps mentees should be the one, forgive me for using the word chasing after the mentors, sort of. But I believe that in the building stage, like now, from now, maybe till around the second semester, you, the mentor, should be the one playing the vital role. Remember, you are in the sort of a superior position, so you need to always make sure that you nurture the relationship until the mentors are then used to, the mentees are then used to you and getting an opportunity to voice out their concerns or compliments. So make it a safe environment for your mentees to consult or voice out any issues that they may have with the academics or as you as an individual. So let it be an open environment for both you and the mentee to grow. Remember, you might think you're helping the mentee, but you as the mentor, you grow as well. So it's a two-way learning. So with those ways, I usually say there's nothing about us without us. We are the change we want to see. So let's make those changes. Thank you.